made in Taiwan.
1、2、1、2、3、4
Wow, isn't this amazing? This is Taiwan. Please join Eastland English on a road trip through Taiwan.
We arrived in Taipei in the evening, so we checked into our hotel and went to Lungshan Temple to make a wish and pray for good luck on our road trip. The local worshippers welcome visitors to their temples and are quite happy to help you pray the way that they do. We noticed that some of the worshippers were throwing small wooden shapes on the ground.
We're at Lungshan Temple in Taipei. Here they have wishing blocks. These two blocks go together to form the beginning of a wish. Then you throw them on the floor. And if they both land up like this, or they both land down, your wish will come true. Let's try it.
No.
A tour guide showed us how to do it properly to see if your wish will come true and even picked out a special pair of wooden blocks for me to try. The tour guide suggested this. Let's try it again. Let's see if I get the same result or not.
For the first half of this road trip, we were accompanied by Teacher Yudi's family, her dad and mom, her sister, and her sister's husband. Taiwan is an excellent place to visit with your family, as everyone we met was kind and helpful. We always felt safe there, wherever we went.
This is a typical street in downtown Taipei. It's almost like every little street has a night market on it. This one is directly across from Lungshan Temple, and it looks like it has a couple of amazing little places to find something sweet or savory to eat. Let's take a closer look.
There were so many different kinds of food that it was difficult to choose what to eat. Most of the food we found at this market was savory, primarily different kinds of meat on skewers. But there was also a variety of fruits prepared in different ways. We quickly got addicted to a kind of sweet lemon juice with something inside.
This delicious drink was purchased. Tastes like lemonade in a bag, but there's jelly in it too. How you feeling?
Exhausted!
Hey, did anything special happen last night?
Oh yes, we experienced earthquake in Taiwan. It was my first time.
Just before we came to Taiwan, there was a huge earthquake, a record-breaking earthquake that destroyed part of Taiwan and closed a bunch of the roads. And we decided to come anyway because we'd already booked at least 5 hotels, so we came even though there were earthquakes recently. And then last night, our first night, we got earthquakes.
Last night we had 5 earthquakes.
I woke up at about 2:30 a.m. with the bed shaking and the walls going left and right, and then I knew right away what it was. It was an earthquake, and yet we were on the 8th floor of a downtown building. Scary.
About a week before we visited Taiwan, it was shaken by several earthquakes, with the biggest one measuring 7.4 on the Richter scale. It hit near the city of Hualien and caused a lot of damage to buildings, but most notable to us was that it caused several road closures and forced us to reroute our original road trip plan. We had intended to circumnavigate the island, but due to the closed roads, we would not be able to do that. However, we could still get to the northeast area, and Yehliu Geopark was only about an hour's drive from Taipei.
We are here at Yehliu Geopark.
If you visit this place, it is very convenient. Especially if you bring your own car, you can park just right there. After parking our car, we discovered a market that was about a half of a kilometer long right before the entrance to the Geopark. It was packed with stalls selling everything from children's toys to fruits, prepared in many different ways. Taiwan is sometimes called the kingdom of fruits for a very good reason.
This cute little shop sells dried fruits.
Teacher Yudi tried to get an assortment of fruits in one bag, but the shops there had separated the fruits in order to maintain their flavors. This island grows a vast number of delicious fruits, including tropical, subtropical, and temperate varieties. When you are here, you must try as many of them as you can. Fortunately, almost all of the stalls had free samples, so you can taste the fruits before you buy them.
How much is it? Is it 800?
For 50 baht more, you get one more bag.
250.
Yeah.
At the markets in Thailand, we can usually get discounts from the sellers, so we tried here in Taiwan. We got a discount because we bought more than 2 bags. We bought 6 bags of dried fruit for 800 new Taiwan dollars.
Now that we had our snacks, it was time to explore one of the most interesting geological formations in Taiwan. But first, we had to purchase our tickets.
We are going to buy tickets to get into this park. The price for the ticket per person is 120 Taiwanese dollars. Here, we are ready to buy.
Okay.
2 tickets, please. Soon.
Thank you.
Here, the ticket.
Inside the gate, there is a map with all of the various paths that you can take. None of them are too extreme, and most of the paths are wheelchair accessible.
Finally, we're inside. We got our tickets. Are you ready? If you are ready, follow us.
The park is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
This park is most famous for its interesting rock formations. The main path through the rock formations is lined with trees, providing excellent shade from the sun, and has many viewpoints that you can stop at and take photos. They even had little statues of cartoon characters, although I did not recognize any of them. Do you know what their names are? If so, leave a comment under this video and let us know who they are.
This is the lookout for the main area of the Geopark. What's interesting about this place is the amazing rock formations. Even though these structures have holes in them, making it easy to climb them, you're not allowed to climb on them. We just heard a police whistle because a boy was trying to climb up on a rock. Next, we're going to go down there and walk among the rock formations. There sure are a lot of people here, aren't there? Ooh, it's like an alien landscape. Everything has little holes in it.
Walking among the rocks by the seashore provides an experience that can't be matched anywhere else. This landscape is often compared to the planet Mars. However, it is limestone, which is a sedimentary rock made from seashells and the remains of marine creatures that have been pressurized by gravity over long periods of time. These weirdly shaped stones are called hoodoos, or tent rocks, among other things. The overall shape is caused by erosion, or the gradual wearing down of rock by either wind or water. In this case, the outlines of these rocks have been shaped by the ocean, from the tides and waves.
The reason why there are holes in these rocks is because of the marine creatures. These are marine or sea animals that stick to the rock. They secrete a kind of acid which causes these rocks to weaken and allows the sea erosion to make the holes that you see here. And up here, there is red tape warning you not to go beyond this line because it's dangerous.
There are several different areas that you can visit in the park, with different kinds of features at each one. We noticed that the area near the point was gated and had a long line, or queue, of people waiting. The park guards allowed only a few people at a time to enter.
It appears as though if you want to go and get your picture taken next to the rocks out at the point, you have to stand in line.
I wonder why.
I think they want to reduce the impact of tourists on the rocks.
We started to walk towards the point and saw how much effort they put into making this park accessible to those with wheelchairs. They even made a separate, smooth path at the spots where the older walking path was too rough.
Because there were so many people and we had a long drive ahead of us, we opted not to line up.
We're back from our little walk to the Geopark rock formations.
Wait, you said little walk?
Yeah, it was a little walk, maybe 400 or 500 meters, not too bad. The weather is really nice today. It is quite humid. However, the temperature is not so bad, 26 degrees. It's about 10 degrees cooler than Thailand.
While you're walking down there next to the ocean, you can feel the breeze is very good. For someone who is not fit like me, don't worry, because here there are a lot of space for you to rest for a while and continue your journey.
In this little sitting area, there was a replica of the famous attraction Queen's Head. The replica is called Queen's Head 2 and is made from fiberglass based on a 3D scan of the original. The reason that they did this is because the original has suffered terribly from erosion and does not quite look the same as it did many years ago. Mixed in with the natural art, there are some examples of human-made art, such as this whale sculpture made from driftwood.
This one is clearly not a rock, but it is beautiful. You have to pay for parking on the way out, but interestingly, it remembers which car you are. There's a photo of our car. All we had to do is enter the license plate number, and it remembered our car and pulled up a photo of our car and charged us accordingly.
Here, you need a coin, and I guess the ticket is here.
It's supposed to come out.
Oh, what is this?
We have no idea how to proceed next, but I think we have to press one of those. Oops. If at any point in time you don't know what's going on, you can use Google Translate in the photo mode. It's pretty amazing. All you have to do is take a photo and then it will translate for you. That's all we had to do.
The next stop on our road trip that day was a famous fishing village called Zhengbin on the northeastern side of Taiwan.
All along this pier, there are fresh seafood stalls. You just choose the food that you want and they'll cook it up for you. It all seems pretty reasonably priced as well. In the distance, there's a place with a sign $35, which is about 40 baht or about $1.30 Canadian.
The road near the fishing harbor is lined with fresh seafood. The seafood is so fresh, it's still swimming.
There are even sharks for sale if you feel like eating shark meat.
Neither teacher Robert or I were interested in eating shark. No matter how hard this guy tried to sell us on the idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Instead, Teacher Yudi's sister had already gotten a menu from a restaurant near the end of the road. To make it easy for tourists, they had listed all of the dishes in English along with the prices. Outside that restaurant, they also had aquariums full of fresh produce. The restaurant was quite spacious and bright, with many round tables, perfect for families to dine at. Teacher Yudi and I were not really hungry for seafood, so we went to visit the famously colored fishing harbor just a couple of blocks away. Both of us were immediately reminded of Jelly Bean Row in Newfoundland, where all of the buildings were painted a different, bright color. Even the boats were painted in beautiful shades of blue. After our photo op, we backtracked to a noodle shop we had passed on the way there.
We've stopped at a cute little noodle shop.
I think it's a local shop.
We think it's local because
They don't speak English at all. And look at the menu, it's all Chinese. However,
we used Google Lens to translate the entire menu.
okay, so what did we order?
2 bowls of wonton soup, one big, one small.
Yay!
Within a few minutes, we got what we were waiting for, and it was well worth the wait.
Delicious.